In the previous chapters, we were always dancing to the front and to the side, which I called two-dimensional. Now we add a dimension by running around our body. The first step we learn in this chapter would be the sixth step, which I think is the most important step in b-boying of today. I learned the sixth step by watching Style Wars and Flashdance in 1983 when Crazy Legs and Ken Swift from Rocksteady Crew, where they did it to an extent where I just thought that I had to learn it because it was looking so crazy. Now the first rule is, in my opinion, that you put your fingers on the floor like this, that you dance on your fingertips. Maybe on your palms still like this, but better on your fingertips. The higher you are, the faster you will be and the more you will economize and the less power you will use. Now, this is rule number one, okay? Rule number two is, as I said before, you have to sit on your feet. Just because, like this, the radius is a bit smaller and you will be quicker eventually, okay? So, but now let's get started with the 6 steps. You're gonna count. Here we go, step number 1, step number 2. Now, we swing this leg around. Step number 3, step number 4, step number 5, and step number 6. Let me explain it again. Step number 1, we step under. Step number 2, we go in a corkscrew position. So that means that our right leg, our right foot is getting into the knee bend, okay, of our left leg. Step number 3, that means that we have to lift our right leg, our right hand, sorry. We lift our right hand, we place it in the front. We sit on both feet now. Step number 3. Step number 4 is the hook, remember? Step number 5, we just step back with the left leg. And step number 6, we're back in push-up position. So we get into push-up position and we stand on our fingertips, like this. Now step number 1, we step under. Step number 2, we step in, get into corkscrew position. Step number 3, now we have to lift our right hand. Number 3, and we sit on both of our feet again, okay? Step number 3. Now, it's a comfortable position. I can sit like this for hours. So number 3 is swing around, and we're back in a hook position. You see that? So, step number 5 now. I'm just stepping back. I'm not spinning on anything. I just step back. Step number 5, and step number 6, I'm stepping under, and I'm back in push-up position forward. Now, this is a cycle, and rhythm has cycles too. Now, when we want to do this on the music, we have to be perfectly on the music, so we make the same cycles. Are you ready? Here we go. The next step, we're just adding a little something. It's similar to what I called, or what I referred to sling before. You can call it whatever. Actually, the 6th step that we're doing is the very, very ancient way. I love it. And if you do it proper, it's gonna really look nice, okay? So one more time. Push-up position on our fingertips. Now we do first step. Now we go in here. You see, that's what I call the sling. Then I step down again. And then I step on. One more time. 1 and 2. Now when we do this to the music, we have to hurry up a little bit more, especially in the back. step we're calling step forward, step backwards. Actually, we just call it forth and back after a song of Cameo. Okay, same position again. Push-up position on our fingertips. And now from here we go. 1 and 2. Sitting down on both of the feet. We go over. 1 and 2 and back. One more time. 1 and 2. Step in. 1 and 2 and come back. Here we go. 1 and 2 and sit on your legs. 1 and 2 and back in push-up position. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. So 1 and 2 and step in. 1 and 2 and step out. One more time. 1 and 2 and sit on your legs. 1 and 2 and step out. 1 and 2 and sit on your legs. 1 and 2 and back. 1 and 2 and Alright, now we're adding the knee walk. The knee walk is very simple. Here too, like I said before in another chapter, what's most important is that we step with our foot first and then the knee is touching the floor. Don't bang your knees, otherwise you would have to have knee pads now. See, I don't wear no knee padding, that's gonna come later. Now everything simply just like this. Watch. Step, knee, step, knee, step over, and I start. Step, knee, step over, and I continue with the 6th step. The next move is a little bit out of a different range because now we're walking around our hands and we turn our body with our feet instead of like the other times, you know, when our legs and our feet are actually walking around our body. Okay? This is something that we call the floor salsa because it's basically, it's this move and it's this move. And we do the same thing on the floor. Watch. Here we just step, 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 or we go step, 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 step in a circle. Okay, that's the floor salsa. That step really reminds me of Baby Love and Beat Street. Whoever's seen Beat Street knows what I'm talking about. Now Baby Love too, she added that knee walk into her step, and that's the same thing that we're going to do now. So we walk, we get on our knees. We walk, on our knees. We walk, we get on our knees, and we can combine it very, very well with our six step.